During the First Era, the Nedic slave rebellion in Cyrodiil against the Aeliads would take place, being led by slave queen Alessia. Alessia, being a dragonborn, was gifted the Amulet of Kings by Aketash, which would be used to light the dragon fires and keep the armies of Oblivion at bay. Alessia's line would continue with more dragonborn emperors and empresses until their deaths. In 2703, the Okoveri attempted an invasion of Tamriel, which would eventually be foiled by the efforts of Riemann Cyrodiil. The exact nature of the defeat of the Okoveri is unknown, though it is known that they were not seeking for combat with Riemann, but were instead searching for him, as he was dragonborn. Under Riemann Cyrodiil, the dragon blood officially became part of becoming a legitimate emperor, as he included the ritual heirs to the Amulet of Kings and the lighting of the dragon fires in the rites of becoming an emperor. His dynasty would continue until the death of Julek Cyrodiil during the Fourscore War. As of 2E579, it had been years since the last dragonborn emperor had ruled. Following his successful rebellion against the Longhouse emperors, Varin Aquilarius aimed to legitimize his rule through lighting the dragon fires. Varin was not a dragonborn, and was convinced by Manimako to participate in a ritual which would end up being a trick. Instead of becoming a dragonborn, Varin and his companions were forced to the ground, while Manimako corrupted the power of the Amulet of Kings to trigger the soul burst, and eventually plain-mailed, until it was stopped by the vestige.
After Kolgrontiat and his kin were freed from the halls of Colossus, one such dragon named Sarotnax was captured by the Hollowfang clan of vampires with the assistance of the Rouge Dragon Guard Grandwolf, who then proceeded to drink his blood, believing it would make him dragonborn, and with that power unite the fractured empire once more. Though the ritual granted him extraordinary abilities, he was slain shortly afterward. Years later, in 2E828, another dragonborn would be placed on the world. This dragonborn being Tiber Septim. Tiber Septim would learn the Philanthropic Wolf half, and meet the Greybeards shortly after, who told him he was destined to unite Tamriel. During his campaigns in Cyrodiil, he would find the Amulet of Kings during the Battle of Sankor against the Nord-Breton Alliance. After having become emperor, Tiber Septim declared the start of the Third Era.